In this video, I'm going to review the current lineup of the iPad Pro 11 and 12 inch, talk about features and specs, and then go over some of the rumors that have come out in front of the Apple event surrounding the new iPad Pro lineup. Let's get into it. The Apple event takes place next Tuesday on April 20th at 10 a.m. That's where we'll find out about the new iPad Pro lineup. Now let's get back to the current iPad Pro 2020 version. The iPad Pro 11 and 12.9 inch come in two different colors, silver and space gray. Apple offers four different storage capacities, 128 gigabytes all the way up to 1 terabyte. The iPad Pro 11 comes in at 1.4 pounds. And the iPad Pro 12.9 comes in at 1.41 pounds. Both iPad versions come with ProMotion technology, liquid retina displays, anti-reflective coating, and they're both 600 nits brightness. They both have the same type of camera in the back, 12 MP with 1 point aperture, ultra wide with 10 MP, 2.4 aperture. They have an optical zoom out and a zoom in to 5 times. They both have a panorama view up to 63 MP. They have wide color capture for photos and live photos, noise reduction, smart HDR for photos, and auto image stabilization. The front-facing camera comes with 1080p HD video recording at 30 FPS or 60 FPS with an 2.2 aperture, wide color capture for photos and live photos, smart HDR, and exposure control with auto image stabilization. They both have 4K video recording at 24 FPS all the way up to 60 FPS wide and 60 FPS ultra wide, 1080p HD video recording up to 60 FPS, and 720p HD video recording at 30 FPS. They have cinematic video stabilization at 1080p and 720p. They both have 4-speaker audio and 5 studio quality microphones for calls, video recording, and audio recording. The battery in the iPad Pro 11 is a 28.65 watt-hour rechargeable, and the iPad Pro has a 36.71 watt-hour rechargeable. All models up to 10 hours of surfing on the web, on Wi-Fi, or watching videos, and Wi-Fi and cellular models up to 9 hours of surfing and web using cellular data network. Compared to other tablets in the market, the iPad Pro can come at a pretty hefty price. The 11-inch iPad Pro starts out at $799, and based on your storage requirements, it could go all the way up to $1299 with a 1 terabyte drive. Similarly, the 12.9-inch display can start out at $999 with 128 gigabytes starting, all the way up to $1499 with 1 terabyte storage. One of the games that I like to play is Fortnite. This one's at high and 120 FPS. The game I play is Heyday, which is a little bit of a guilty pleasure for me. Call of Duty Mobile, Zombies, on high at 120 FPS. In this game, I completely stink. I watch movies with my iPad because I'm so entrenched in the Apple ecosystem. I have a lot of movies. Which one to pick? Too many. I also watch YouTube on my iPad. Definitely use my iPad for shopping. I also use my iPad for productivity. I use Outlook for my email, OneDrive to back up my documents, Word, Excel for spreadsheets, OneNote to take notes during a meeting. I also use Teams as a collaboration tool for my day job with my teammates. I would never claim to be any kind of artist whatsoever, but you can do artwork on your iPad with the help of your Apple Pencil. And there's quite a few apps out in the Apple Store, the App Store, where you can buy or get for free different apps to satisfy that artist within you. I pair my iPad Pro 11 with a Magic Keyboard. There's a number of keyboard options out on the Apple website, and there's other keyboard manufacturers that you can find out on Amazon that will be able to pair up with the Apple iPad Pro. The current prices for the keyboards out on the Apple website just depends on the size and the iPad that you have, but currently the Magic Keyboard goes for $299. Smart Keyboard goes for the $179 price, and then the Smart Keyboard goes for $159. So that's a little bit about the current iPad Pro lineup from 2020, some features, some specs, and how I use my iPad Pro 11 in my daily life for work and entertainment. So let's talk a little bit about the upcoming Apple event on Tuesday the 20th and the rumors surrounding the iPad Pro lineup for 2021, which I'm really excited about. So two big rumors that I've heard about and some of the other reviewers have talked about is the new mini LED technology that'll be coming to the iPad Pro lineup, starting with the 12.9 iPad Pro and then eventually going to the iPad Pro 11. Really exciting. The rumored new LED screens for the iPad Pro lineup for 2021 will bring a wide color gamut performance to those screens and high contrast and HDR with local dimming, which dims the backlight behind the black areas of the screen while keeping the bright parts lit for blacker blacks and better contrast. Something else that is coming to the iPad Pro lineup for both iPad Pros, which is really exciting, is the A14X chip, which is rumored to be as powerful as the M1 chip that is currently in the MacBook Airs and Pros. That's exciting. That'll enable the iPad Pro to be very, very fast and powerful. Other things that we could see this year with the new iPad Pro lineup is models that could support Thunderbolt, making them more compatible for additional monitors, hard drives, and peripherals. The camera bump could be smaller and less protruded from the iPad Pro, and like speaker holes might be in different areas, different placements. So that could be new. So that's it really for the rumors around the iPad Pro lineup for the 2021 for this Apple event coming up on Tuesday. My guess is that the pricing for the new iPad Pro lineup will be fairly similar to the pricing that you see out on the Apple website for the current version of the iPad Pro for 2020 lineup. There is a website that Apple has. It's the refurbished website, and I'll put a link in the bottom, that has from time to time Apple iPad Pros out there for sale around $60 to $50 less than the new ones are out there. So once the new iPads are released into the wild this year, I would suspect around May, June, I would say that you'll probably see more iPad Pro 2020 version out on that refurb website for probably around $50 to $60 cheaper than they are right now. A good opportunity if you're in the market to go out there and maybe get one for yourself. So if you're in the market for an iPad now, you need one, and you can't wait for the release of the iPad Pro in May or June, I would say pick one up now. It's a good mobile device, and I highly recommend it. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate it. It helps the channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.